Welcome back to Dark Sea Garage. Got to apologise that the last episode wasn't really that useful, really. It started with some primer and bloody ended with primer again, so didn't really get a great deal out of it, but yeah, you get that. I was just panicking the video was going to be too long, so probably cut it a little bit short and maybe should have shortened up the time lapses and whatnot, but this is the first time doing YouTube and editing video, so really not sure. Yeah, I guess it'll get better with a bit of time if I continue doing it. Yeah, anyway, I've made myself a morning brew. Gonna have a look at these tins. They've sat overnight, so yeah, let's get into it, I suppose. So you can see it don't look too bad. Nothing really terrible about it. I ended up throwing another coat on over the top of the spots where it had shrunk back, but the primer had started to go off a little bit, so it was coming out of the gun terribly, but yeah, I just jammed on a decent heavy coat on there, so I've got a little bit of material to deal with. You can see that slight edge still, so hopefully that'll sand out smooth and it'll be alright. I may still have to put another coat of primer on it though, because yeah, the paint can do weird things over the top of bog where it's shrunk back. Obviously that doesn't look the best, but most of that's covered up, so you shouldn't see it anyway. So won't be too big an issue. All the other parts come up half decent. Once we give them a sand and some colour, they'll be fine. Likewise with all these plastics. The little cracks covered up good enough, so you won't be able to notice it. The badge holes, you can't see them, so once they're sanded and painted, you won't notice them either. Yeah, time to start sanding, I guess. And yeah, I'll put you on time lapse again, and fingers crossed we'll have some colour on it today. So it's over with the 600 grit. It's come up pretty good, very smooth. Once I go back over it with 800, should be spot on. Can't see that issue anymore there where that shrink back was. Obviously gonna have to go around by hand in a few spots. I did get really close to rubbing completely through there, but I don't think that'll be an issue. Plus one little spot there, but again, I don't think that'll be an issue. I'll put a light coat of paint on it first, let that tack off, and then hit it with a bond coat once I do that. Currently just using a bloody cheap Tool Pro sander. Obviously, only being my only just starting on YouTube. I've got no kind of sponsorships or anything, but as I've said previously, I do everything I can on bloody cheap, so these tools are cheap, seem to last alright. Speed control on it as well, so yeah, it's got a nice flat surface, not too spongy, and sandpaper I'm currently using is just a cheap Tool Pro shit as well. So yeah, if you got lack of funds, you don't have to buy the best quality stuff to get going, just get something and have a crack. tins, plastics are all sanded, ready to rock, so I'll give them a wax and grease remover. Again, nothing special, just super cheap auto brand wax and grease remover. I usually just tip it onto a rag, and then I've got one wet rag, one dry rag, and wipe on, wipe off basically. I've seen other people do it with a spray bottle, and they spray the wax and grease remover on and then wipe it off with a dry cloth. Not sure which is the best, but anyway. I'll get that done and then tack cloth them and get ready to put some black on them. So the paint I'm using this Body Eon, I think that's the way you pronounce it, B8100 Vivid Black. It's mixed 1:1 ratio. So I've done basically the first coat on it. Didn't want to go too heavy just in case I had any issues, but yeah. Throw on a heavier coat in a minute once this tacks off. But yeah. It's not looking too bad so far, so come back to you once the second bomb coat's on. Alright, second coat of clear, base coat's on. It's not looking too bad. Sorry about the voice, but a respirator on, so I don't want to breathe this bloody shit in. So yeah, let this tack off, see how it looks, and hopefully I'll be able to throw some clear on it. Fairly wet coat, so hopefully nothing drips or dags off it. Typical shed spray job though, a little bit of shit in it, but at the end of the day, it's going to be a daily riding bike, so who gives a shit? It's going to get hit up a lot worse than that over the time. So yeah, come back to you when I get some clear ready. Yeah, second coat's all gone off by the look of it. Don't look too bad. Can't see any, too many bloody issues with it. I think once it's got some clear on it, she should look the part. Doesn't look like there's any runs, thankfully. I was panicking a little bit because I did throw that second coat on fairly wet, but yeah, I'd rather have a little bit too much material on it, and if I need to, I could always sand a little dag off, but yeah, it's not looking too bad at all. A little bit of shit in there, but yeah, you get that in the shed jobs, considering I haven't went down the floor or anything. Yeah, I'll get some clear made up and get painting. So clear I'm going to be using the Car Master again. It's a high solid 2-pack clear CC 9240. Reduce that down with the CH 5200 and give it a bit of a reduce with CS 3800. So get that mixed up and yeah, get some clear on it. So that clear made up. Tins are all tack clothed off, ready to go. So yeah, I'll throw it back on a time lapse and get some clear on it. Again, sorry about the voice, I got my face mask on, but first coat of clear's on. Not looking too bad. I'll let that
tack off and then throw in another bloody bomb coat. Make sure there's enough on there. I might even throw a third coat on it all, just so that I've got enough product on there in case I need to get rid of any nibs and give it a sand and polish, but it's not looking too bad. Come up alright. A little bit of texture in that, but once I throw the bomb coat on, hopefully paint will flatten out a bit more and I'll glass out a bit and not look too bad. All in all, so far it's looking pretty good. I think my old man will be very happy with it once it's on the bike. That's exactly what he wanted, so it looks better than what it did originally with that hammer bloody finish, so I'll throw a photo up of that at some stage as well. So now I'll get out of this booth and get this bloody mask off. Oh, not booth, sorry, out of my shed and get this mask off. Back in a while. Again, sorry about the voice, got my mask on still. Second coat's on, it's not looking too bad. It's fresh straight off the gun, so hopefully it flows out a little bit more and a bit of that peel you can see there flattens out a bit, hopefully. If not, I should be able to give it a bit of a colour sand and a buff if need be anyway, but it's not looking too bad. Rear guard. Looks like we've got a little bit more on that because it's a little bit flatter. Straight off the gun. Front guard. Again, not too bad off the gun. Less peel, so yeah. Got enough clear made up there to throw one more coat on the tank if need be anyway. Plastics are looking pretty good. A little bit of peel in that one, but all right for a daily. And the rear guard, all in all, not too bad. Few little bits of shit in it, but nothing to do nibbing and the polish won't fix. But yeah, I'll come back to you again after this is flashed off and have a look, see what it looks like.
This is after the second bomb coat tacked off. It's not looking too bad straight off the gun. A little bit of peel in it, which I would have preferred not having, but got a bloody bit of a dag there. Little dag on the bottom of the edge there, which is unfortunate. Another bit of a run there. Oh, what's the old saying? You don't get a run, you're not putting enough on. But I think it must have got another one at the back there. So it looks like there's a drip on a table there. Doesn't look like there's any tags on the rear one. Front fender's looking pretty good as well. Doesn't look like, oh, spoke too soon. Bloody massive tag along there. Now, you get that in the big jobs. I ain't a professional and obviously hit it too hard. My lighting's pretty shit in here as well, so it's something I definitely got to improve on at a later stage. And yeah, the other fenders don't look too bad. Again, straight off the gun, so I've got a little bit of clear left over, so I think I might just throw one more coat over this tank, just so I've got plenty enough to cut and polish, because obviously the tank's usually the centerpiece. Everyone looks at that the most. But yeah, bit of a shame about those couple of dags. But you get that. All part and parcel of doing stuff yourself. And just, yeah. allow me another opportunity to make another video, I suppose, on how to fix it my fuck up. But yeah, that's absolute pain in the ass, that. Can't believe I've done that, but anyway. Absolute amateur hour. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Hope you got something out of it. And yeah. See you next round. Cheers.